What is up, everybody? We are live. You know that because you're watching this. And today is a special day because Landon and myself, and if you don't know me or if you don't know Landon, you're going to know us here in a few minutes, but we are launching Academy 18. This is something that has been in the work for over a year, and I am so excited to tell you about it. We're going to give you the backstory. But right here up front, we want you to very quickly be able to identify what this is. And so here's what we're doing, guys. We are launching Academy 18 today. It is a brand new coaching company, coaching academy, however you want to say it, where we will be doing weekly live coaching. We've already got, gosh, Lena, what, over 100 videos in the library.
Easily. Absolutely. Yeah.
So excited. I'm choking on my own spit over here. And so there's coursework for you to go through. There's going to be future events that are going to be happening. And more than anything for me, I have experienced both extremes of feeling lonely on an island. Nobody understands. Nobody's going through what I'm going through. But then also the other side of it, being in community, being in relationship, living life, doing life alongside other people that get me, that understand me, that are cheering for me, that want the best for me. And that is what I'm most excited about, Landon, in terms of Academy 18, is the accountability piece that comes with this. And so, guys, for $98 a month, you get all of this. And what I'm actually super pumped about is the man that's right here. I think he's standing next to me. You're not sitting. You're standing.
I am standing. Yeah.
And
on this side, I'm over here though.
Yeah.
Well,
so I don't. Yeah. You're this way on my screen.
Okay.
But guys, here's what's cool about this, and I'm gonna introduce Landon to you guys that don't know. I have wanted to start a new coaching company for a long time, ever since I quit one-on-one coaching, and I wanted to do it group style, community style like this. And a year ago, Lan and I were sitting at a pizza place. What's that place called?
Pizza Snob.
Pizza Snob. Come on.
Yeah.
It's the best pizza you'll ever eat in Denton. And I don't remember which one of us said it first, but one of us said, I'm working on a coaching company. And the other one said, no way, I'm working on a coaching company.
Mm-hmm.
And we took that moment as really a God moment to say, dude, why are we not doing something together? Because marketing alone by itself doesn't give them the skills they need as a realtor, but just coaching to the realtor, it also involves, like, you need the marketing, you need the social media piece. And so we're marrying all this together. And so Landon, tell everybody, like, give everybody a little bit of your story, because I truly believe that you're one of the best kept secrets in real estate, and that's changing as of today.
Sure.
But bro, tell everybody about your story.
Yeah. So for those of you that saw me on my phone about 20 seconds ago, I was not answering a text message. I was actually looking to see if I could figure out the date of that meeting. Myself, I've been in real estate for now a little over 9 years, and started at a company here in Denton, and after 5 years moved companies and was there for a year. Started my own brokerage. And so really what that was just a desire to create an environment for agents that was different, which is like, oh, great, they're doing something different. Of course you are. That's the only way you can exist, right?
Yeah.
And that really wasn't so much the case in terms of the only way that we could exist. But I knew being in different social groups in terms of like inside real estate, and then in different brokerages, nothing about them inherently bad, right? Nothing was terrible about those, but there were broken systems, right? And there were broken things that I knew I could fix.
Yeah.
Right. And all of that stemmed from the relational aspect. So with that, and that's somewhat brief, but in terms of work history, my brokerage has been up and going for a little over 3 years now. I have a wonderful wife and 2 kiddos, 4 and going to be 2 years old very soon. So our house is always chaotic. It's always early in the morning. you
And
know,
you
but
won't say this about yourself, but because guys, I want you to understand there's a lot of realtors that are like, oh, I'm a broker, right? Like I have my broker's license.
Mhm.
Landon, your brokerage is approaching 100 agents,
Mhm.
right? So it is a substantial size brokerage. Are we allowed to say like the volume that y'all did last year? Are we
Sure.
allowed to say that?
Yeah. Right at or just over 130 million.
Right. So guys, when I say I'm partnering with a broker in real estate, Landon's a big deal. And he was honored that I said yes to do this with him, but I was more honored that he agreed to do this with me because we're so much better together than we were separate.
For sure. There are things that you fill, like gaps that in my business would have been very large, and there are
Yeah,
gaps that you would have had in yours on your own.
100%.
Um, but it's funny, you know, I think that's a really great segue to take us back to like how this all started. Yeah, it started in
Yeah.
January. It started over pizza, et cetera, et cetera. I think what's funny and what's unique about this is that you started a solo project on your own, unannounced. I've been working on my portion of what is now a collaborative effort. I
Yeah.
started on my solo effort in October of 2020, give or take. So
Yeah.
I am a little over 2 years into my side of the project. Of course, we joined forces, and I'll never forget, you know, leaving lunch. We talked about kind of like jokingly in person at lunch, like, yeah,
Yeah.
we should work together. Great, high five, cool. Well, then whenever we left, it was like you yelled at me across the parking lot. You're like, hey, call me about that. Let's discuss that. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh my goodness, this might happen. You know, it's just that in itself was just an adoration for like who you are, the way you take care of people, the way you love on people, the way you encourage and educate. And I was like, man, if I can work alongside this guy, like whatever that is going to be successful. So I know that was super exciting for me. But in terms of Academy 18, like why 18? What does 18 represent for our company?
Yeah. So, gosh, without giving you, I guess I'm going to give you too much information before I say without giving you too much information. You and I had officially like decided to go down this road,
Mhm.
and so we were like, okay, we need to have a cool name, but we hadn't really landed on anything yet. And I was going to the bathroom, right? Which for a lot of people, that's like the only time of the day where you're completely not disturbed, right? And so sometimes my greatest clarity comes in those moments. And we've just had this conversation, and my next thought was, you know, throughout my life, I've heard people say the greatest distance traveled is the 18 inches from your head to your heart. And I thought, what are most coaching companies? They are head training, right? They're head training. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's unbelievable coaching companies out there. But as I thought about how can we be set apart and different, my thought was, Landon, anyone can teach you how to do marketing.
Mhm.
Anyone can teach you how to do real estate.
Yep.
But few people can teach you how to take that head knowledge and turn it into a heart passion so that you are not just a business owner, not just a salesperson, but you are a human being
Mhm.
that sees what you do for a living as a mission to make this world a better place, to love and serve people, to pursue things for your family, to break the bondage that maybe has existed throughout the generations of your family. And so that was, I remember like calling you the second I finished going to the bathroom, being like, bro, I think I got it.
I've got our name.
And so at that point, all we knew was the 18. And you know, through looking at URLs and
Yep.
all that stuff that we've got to do now, that's how we got to Academy 18. And so
Mhm.
guys, like we want this, we really see the vision for this, that this becomes a lifestyle brand. Right, Landon, you are a huge outdoorsman. You love to hunt and hike and mountain bike, and I am a huge indoorsman. and I love to watch sports and sit on a couch. And so we want this to be something that like you don't just receive coaching from this, but like we are collectively a part of each other's lives. We wear the hats proudly. We wear the shirts proudly. We carry the koozies proudly, because this isn't just another coaching program. This is a mainstay that the guys, I hope, and Landon does too, that like you become a better parent because you're a part of Academy 18. We become better dads because we're a part of Academy 18. We become better husbands because we get to lead Academy 18. And that we look up and go, man, I thought I was just trying to get better at real estate. I thought I was just trying to get better at video, but I didn't even realize how close my marriage was to ending. And now it's as strong as it's ever been because of the life that I get to do alongside of the right people through what we call Academy 18.
For sure. And not to interrupt there, but
go.
You know, I was talking yesterday with an agent, and I was talking to her about a course that I took. This was back in 2016, and it was an 8-week course with a 3-week break and another 8 weeks. 2 separate courses, by the way. If you wanted to take one of the courses, 8 weeks, you're done, you're gone, no big deal. I chose to take it back to back. And I remember same speaker, same jokes, which was great. That's fine. But like same speaker, same jokes, same dialogue, same pauses, same information, same homework, same booklet, same everything, same experience, same colors, same light, same location, right? All of it was the same. But what I discovered is that the first time that I took that course, all of that information spoke to me in a very personal way. It was like 90-10 personal development and growth. And this little nugget of 10% I was able to apply 10% to my business. Well, 3 weeks go by, I take the course again, and it was about 70-30 applicated to business for me that next time that I took it. And like you said, I mean, you took the words right out of my mouth. That's where I was going to go with this, is like, yes, we want you to grow and scale your business. We want you to sell and earn what you want to sell and to earn, but we don't want to help encourage and build and lead and guide amazing agents and amazing lenders. It doesn't stop there for us. And I think that's, Kyle, I think that's why we work so well together, is because our desire for this, just like you said, I'm going to say it again, is to make and equip amazing fathers, amazing wives, husbands, like all, to help you love your kids better. Like we're not the people for that. That's not our job. But I think the way that and again, it's not to say that we know how to do that, right? This is our job, but the way that we're going to interact with, have this community, love on you, guide you, encourage you, all of those things, I know for myself, allowed me to be better in those personal spaces. And when I was better personally, I was better professionally.
100%. And we're not bringing our egos into this, right? This isn't the Kyle and Landon show, so we've already got, gosh, I'd say close to a dozen industry experts that you guys will know that have agreed to do mini courses inside of the coaching program. There'll be a podcast that's starting that will involve like private Q&As with some of those men and women, right? Like, so there's so much coming, and I can't wait to start. And so for those of you that are just tuning in, some of you maybe have been here the whole 14 minutes so far, and God bless you if you've stayed with us that long. But this is what we're talking about. It's $98 a month, weekly coaching, coursework, future events, accountability, and so much more than that. And the reason the people I've told this to privately, Landon, they've all asked me, why $98? Mm-hmm. And here, guys, this is it. The reason that we chose this is so many coaching companies, they price out new people. They price out
in general.
Just in general, right? I mean, most, a lot of these good coaching programs, they're $500, $1,000, $1,500 a month. And do we believe that we'll have that level of content? 100%. I believe we could have launched at that price point, but we want the new agent, the struggling agent, the career changing agent to be able to be a part of something from the very beginning, so that you can have a community that's like coming alongside you as you grow your business and start this new career or continue the career. And so that was a big piece for us. And so that's why, you're seeing that price point. And this price point may change over time, or we may layer in other things. And so once you're in at 98, you're in.
Yep.
You're grandfathered into everything else that we do. And so that was a big deal for us. And so what I want to walk you guys through, or what we want to walk you through, but before we kind of wrap this thing up, is we want to share with you our core values that we've committed to for Academy 18. We have 6 of them. None of them are more or less valuable than the others, but we wanted to walk you through these so you can get a little bit of a deeper understanding into what this is about. And the first one is this: community over competition. We are so put off by the way so many realtors and lenders view other people. And so nobody wants to share trade secrets. Nobody wants to help one another. Or I shouldn't say nobody. There's great people in this industry. But a lot of people, they look down their nose at other people. And so we want to grow a community that says, we love that you're with a different company. We love that we may be competing against one another for the same property. That's okay. Because through community over competition, Landon, what this also says is that we believe in abundance. Every one of us wake up every single day with one of 2 choices. I get to wake up with the mindset of scarcity, which says, oh my gosh, there's not enough. Oh my gosh, I've got to go beat that person. I've got to go beat that. Or we can wake up from a mindset of abundance, which says, if I do the right thing for the right reasons, there will always be more than enough for all of us to go around.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And to piggyback off of that just a little bit, the scarcity versus abundance mindset, I was getting my hair cut a few days ago, and she said, it's crazy that I opened up here. There's like 6 or 7 other people that cut hair in this town. I'm like, yeah, there's like 6,000 people that live here,
right.
It's just kind of how you look at it, right? How do you break that down? And then how do you turn and say, like I told her, I was like, well, hey, there's at least 15 realtors that live in this town that I know of, like without even trying.
Yeah.
And I said, it's just how you look at things, and conversation went on and she agreed. But let me take us to our second core value, which is significance through service. If you can't tell, a lot of you, most of you know Kyle really well, or at least more than me, but collectively, it's very important to us that we serve. And that's not so much, let's take a picture with the service project that we're doing so that people will feel good about us. Yeah. It's more so just we just want to serve. We want how we're serving to play a significant role in your life. If that spurs you on to serve your clients in a new way, if it's to volunteer, I mean, really, it could be endless. And that's what's exciting. It doesn't have to be what Kyle said serving was, or what Landon said, or your mom or your dad or your aunt or your friend. Like, you get to define what that is for you. I was consulting with an agent a few days ago, and I said, you don't have to believe for yourself what you believe others believe about you. You get to set those parameters. If today was a win, it's a win for you. That's significant. I know that's not the service piece, but like, if it's a win for you, it's a win, right? Kyle, round that out for me. Take that just a little bit further.
Yeah. So my parents had a mentor for 30 years that used to always say, you can sell without serving, but you can't serve without selling. And what I've found to be true in my life is that when I seek out to sell, it ends up being all about me. I'm willing, to allow you to lose for me to win. But when I seek to serve, I always end up getting sales. And that's been true of everywhere I've spoke over the last several years, right? that I rarely go for the hard sales pitch, because I know if I just serve you well, you're going to ultimately want what I have. And it's such a powerful concept that is why we made it one of our core values. Core value number 3, guys, is my mentor's motto in life, which is pursue discomfort. We are going to be a coaching program that challenges you to be uncomfortable, right? We're not going to be a coaching program that sings Kumbaya around a campfire and we're just like, well, you know what? But you tried really hard, and so we're really proud of you. We want to lead with love and grace, but at the same time, we're going to kick you in the butt. We're going to get up in your chili, because if you come into this program and you tell us that, man, I want my kids to have more. I want to be able to pay for their college. I want to get our family out of debt. I want to serve my spouse as I grow a great business. We're going to hold your butt to the fire when it comes to those things. And so that's why I love the phrase pursuing discomfort.
Absolutely. And not everything that we're talking about here has to be followed with an example, but one way to just show that we are about it. I, as a leader in this company, am about it, not just talking about it. The only thing at the moment holding me back from ice baths, which are going to suck and be uncomfortable, the only thing holding me back from that is it actually getting to my house. So in due time, and I'll be sure to share how terrible that is. But the point with that, the reason that I say that is because I know from reading and listening and hearing, I know the effects that it's going to have on me chemically. Less inflammation is the word I'm looking for. Less inflammation. Tell me I can't love my children better if I can bend down easier to pick them up and sit cross-legged and hang out with them. Like, my knees kill me all the time. My lower back kills me a lot. My left wrist is the worst, right? Like, complain. But my point is that is a way that I personally am going to be pursuing discomfort in hopes that it will lead to a better version of myself, which allows me to be better in professional settings.
So are we going to have like community Academy 18 ice baths? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, we might as well, because it's going to hurt, and I'm going to need someone sitting,
maybe we need to do an Academy 18 like polar plunge.
I'm down with that too.
Anyway, that's not why we're here. What's core value number 4?
Absolutely. Intentional leadership. Everyone, I believe, Kyle, we've talked about this. Everyone wants to be led. Everyone. It's the reason we get into YouTube and spend 4 hours there instead of 4 hours on work. It's not that work is bad and YouTube is good. It's simply that we want to be led. We want to be taught how to do the woodworking project. We want to be taught how to do X, Y, and Z and change the tire on the mountain bike and make it tubeless and do this and do that. And so knowing that everyone wants to be led, I think it's important that we just simply state that we're going to be very intentional with our leadership, but our hope and our desire is that through that leadership, we all grow. This is a collaborative effort. This is not Landon and Kyle just throwing down all these things that we need to be about and believe in and kind of from a distance, you guys need to do this. Like, it's something that we're living out as well.
Right. 100%. And I'll tell you guys right now that if you're following me, you're probably not this person. But if you're just about numbers, like, this program probably won't suit you very well, because you will be challenged to also become a better person, and you won't like it, and you will leave. Right? Because there's plenty of programs out there that are just trying to increase your business. And guys, I'm just telling you right now, and Landon and I agree on this, that we love you too much to help you grow a thriving business while losing your marriage. Absolutely. We love you too much to help you grow a thriving business, but your kids hate you because you're grinding, right? And you're burning the candle. And so you're missing sporting events, and you forgot about daddy-daughter dance. And so this is all about a balance of being about business, but also knowing that if I can also increase my ability to lead people, every aspect of my life will get better.
Absolutely.
And so that's why, intentional leadership is one of our core values. And the two core values left, the fifth one is this: own everything. In our country, specifically, I can't speak for other countries, I don't live in those, but in our country, it has become so easy to blame everybody else for all of our problems. It's the government's fault. It was my parents' fault. Like, they spanked me when I was little, and now I've got this complex as a 40-year-old man. Right? Like, own everything. If your life is going to get better, if you want to triple your business, you've got to take ownership. And so it is a big piece to this puzzle that we, as Academy 18, will not coddle you into creating excuses. So when we talk numbers, when we set numbers up that we're going to create accountability around, you're going to have to speak to that. And so I love the own everything mentality.
For sure. My business coach, who I still work with to this day, 4 years ago told me,
Sup, Evan? Shout out.
Right? Yeah. May not be your problem. It may not be your fault, but it is your responsibility.
Come on. I love that.
And so that spoke a lot to me, because it was like, man, I didn't cause this mess, but you're on my team, right? Years ago, but you're on my team. So that's my responsibility. You know, last core value, patient urgency, or patience with a sense of urgency. This one is really crucial. It's almost as if it's a mindset. It's almost as if it's a physical position, right? You can't see my feet, but man, I'm in a runner's stance. I'm patient. I'm waiting. I just snap the gun, release the rubber band, whatever, like, let's go. And it's that patience with a sense of urgency for myself,
right,
which we will teach on and coach on and live out as a core value, that really helped me stay on top of my business. Like, business might not be super booming right this second for you individually, or this might not be growing at the pace that you wanted, or the client told you no, but I'm going to keep taking action. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to be disciplined, committed. I'm not going to give up, because I am urgent. I want to earn. I want to sell. I want to serve. And so that patience with a sense of urgency is something that's been, quite frankly, very near and dear to me for my entire career.
Yeah. And it's, this is also a creative way of also just saying consistency.
Sure.
Right. I think being consistent is being patiently urgent, because I know I can't lose 50 pounds tomorrow, but I also can't lose 50 pounds 6 months from now if I don't put in the work today.
Correct.
And so as you guys jump into this program, we're going to provide you with the tools you need to be more successful than you currently are in your business. But it will not happen overnight, and it will not happen 90 days from now if you don't settle in and put in the work. And so we want a sense of urgency with some patience alongside of it, because, guys, we are building the next decade of your life, right? That's what this is about, right? Is we put feet to the ground and start putting in the work. And so I want to answer the question before we kind of wrap this up, Landon, of who is this for? Guys, here's what I love about this. A lot of you are going to join this because you know me, right? You follow me for marketing, for social media, for video, all that good stuff. And that may be the sole purpose you jump in here. There's going to be some people that jump in just for Landon because they know Landon. He's unbelievable in the world of real estate. And then there's going to be the rest of you that you just know that your life needs to be better this year. Your business needs to be better as we move into this new year where the market is doing some weird stuff, and some people think it's going to get worse and some people think it's going to get better. And it doesn't really matter what the truth is, but you need people to do this alongside of. And so whether you are a realtor or, weirdly enough, you're a lender. Lenders, you want a front row seat to what a realtor goes through every day. You want to be able to serve your realtor partners better. What better way to serve them at a higher level this year than to get behind the scenes access to an incredible real estate broker that's going to lay the groundwork for what a successful realtor should look like, And you now can take that knowledge back to your realtor partners.
Mm-hmm.
And so realtors and lenders, I believe it's going to be an unbelievable place for both of you. And Lanny, you have anything that you add to that?
Man, I don't think that I do, other than to just me sign off by saying, I don't even know who's going to be in this group, but man, I love you already. And I am excited to be in this with you, whoever you may be, whoever that is. I don't care where you're from. I don't care what state you're in. Like, we want you here. We want to serve you and to just help you be better.
Yeah.
Whatever that looks like. That's not a shot at anyone or anything. Your life may be amazing. It's just, we want to serve.
Yep. 100%. And so as we finish this out, guys, let me give you a couple details. Our first live coaching session will be next Wednesday, January 11th from noon to, we allow it from noon to 1 o'clock, right? That doesn't mean it's going to be an hour-long coaching session, but every Wednesday, 12 p.m. Central to 1 p.m. Central, that will be our live training every single week. You'll be able to log in and start going through the coursework that is already in there. Again, over 100 videos already in there for you to begin to work through. There's live chat through Slack where you will have 24-hour access to Landon and I and to the rest of the community. And here's what I think is going to be really fun. Guys, as membership begins to come in, we're going to look at where we have large chunks of members, and we're going to start putting on underground events where we will come into your city. It will be invite only for our members, and then you'll be allowed to bring one guest. It will not be promoted. We'll video the whole thing. We'll bring the fire for coaching and teaching. Mm-hmm. And then the next day we'll flood social with photos and videos, and people will be like, what the heck? We didn't even know that this existed. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be a super fun, I think, grassroots way to kind of push this across the country and not do it from tooting our own horns, but coming in undercover and just adding a lot of value to people. And so I'm super pumped for that aspect of this.
I am too. I mean, because tooting our own horns couldn't be like anything but the most polar opposite of how we operate. Like, we admittedly are like bad at selling ourselves. And so this will be a great way to continue to grow through relationships, which is what this is all about.
So please sign up. Y'all know I suck at this, right? I'm not a good publiciter of myself. And so go sign up. This is going to change your life. And I do not say that flippantly. Share this with your people. Please consider sharing this video with your people. Tell your broker about it. Tell your leader about it. We want to be a part of your increase in 2023 and beyond. And so thank you guys for watching. Landon, I love you, bro. I'm so excited for this journey.
Let's do it.
Guys, we will see y'all soon inside of Academy 18.